Hi everyone!
Hello!
My name is Troy Horn. I'm here with Elizabeth Carcel Horn.
Howdy.
And we are here with Denverwood, Hollywood.
Denverwood.
Oh, I did that wrong.
With
Hollywood, Bollywood,
Denverwood.
In today's episode, we are going to talk about money, because today is Money Monday. Exactly. So before we do all that, you're like, well, who are these people? Why are we listening to them? What's this whole thing about? So we're going to give you a little introduction to who we are. Ladies first.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Carcel Horn. I own and run Colorado School of Acting along with my husband and business partner, Troy Horn. Our school has been thriving and our students are doing really well, and we are getting emails and Facebook messages and phone calls and whatever from students all over the country and all over the world who are saying, I want to go to your school, but I don't live in Colorado. Hence,
Denverwood, Hollywood. Oh man, I keep doing that.
Hollywood,
Bollywood,
Denverwood.
Well, we can answer your questions and kind of give you some information on how you can do, pursue your acting career outside of those places, like in Denver or in Bollywood or wherever you are, because we grew up in towns that weren't big, production towns.
You can be an actor wherever you are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you'll have your entire career wherever you are, but you can do a lot to get your career going wherever you are right now.
Okay, well, keep telling me about yourself, because you have some other things you know.
Gotcha. Okay, great. So I came up as an actor in a smaller market. I was here in Denver, and I was dying to do shows. I wanted to do theater, I wanted to do movies, I wanted to do television, and I really didn't know how. I did figure out how to do theater, and my first job was in high school playing Cinderella, and I loved that. But I didn't know how to get into on-camera acting work, television, film, and I really, really wanted to. And so anyway, I went to college for theater and voice, and then graduated early and moved to LA, and really got to achieve a lot of my goals. Had a blast, got to do everything from your tiny no-budget films to your major studio films with Oscar winners. And I did a lot of theater, small theater, bigger theater, and Troy, you can tell them a little bit about your journey.
And she did a lot of great things. There were some really great actors. I know she doesn't want to talk about that, but I'm going to go ahead and say, Bob Thornton and I'm forgetting James Franco, all these people, she's able to work with, and so it's possible. So my journey is very similar. However, when I went out to LA, it was because I wanted to be a rock and roll star. I really wasn't really into acting. I wanted to play I wanted to be the Lenny Kravitz from Houston, and I had at the time I think I just started getting dressed. But anyways, so I went out there, and because there wasn't anything in Houston, I was like, well, I've got to go to LA, like probably many of you guys are thinking right now. The great thing about this, before I get into all that, is that you guys have the internet. Can you believe that back then, all this stuff wasn't available? Being able to, watch videos and connect with people and Twitter, message someone who's doing your production or whatever and have direct contact wasn't available. We're going to cover all those things and how you can do that. Anyways, that wasn't available. So I drove out to LA with my guitar and joined a rock group. I'm going to summarize it all. Joined a rock band. We got signed record deal. We toured, the country, opening for Steve Miller and all this other stuff, which was really cool to see those guys play, because they were kind of mentors for us, kind of see that thing happening. We got to do that. And then, as I was sitting there, as we got married and had a little guy, and about a year into it, I was like, hey, I want to, keep doing this stuff. And this Broadway show Rent came and was auditioning. And so we figured out how to audition for that. And 2 months after our first audition, we were in New York doing the Broadway show. So we have so much information to kind of tell you guys about how to do, television, film, how to do stage, how to, even some of the ins and outs of auditioning for Broadway. I know a lot of you guys are thinking about, auditioning for Hamilton, how to walk into that place and kill the audition with information that not everyone has. So, all of that, without further ado, now that you know who we are, let's get into Money Monday.
The entertainment industry, show business, as we call it, it's a business. It is completely driven by money.
Yes. Money, 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 bing!
Are there artistic considerations? Absolutely. But for the most part, all the artistic considerations are how can we make it better so it makes more money?
Exactly.
And you, as an actor, are never going to be in anyone's production unless they think you're going to help the production make more money.
Exactly. So all the people that write and say, I have it or whatever, it's like that is a part of it. But also part of it is understanding the business. So how do you know if you have it?
We have students, actors, and parents ask us all the time, like, do you think I have what it takes? Well, let's talk about what it is.
Yes.
When you have it, what is it?
I think it is, actually not, I think I know from, working with the school and hearing stories and working myself in the industry in Los Angeles and New York, it is showing up. There it is, the big secret. Showing up over and over and over again. Being willing to take lots of auditions, being willing to hear no, being willing to consistently work on your passion every day. Talent is a part of it, but it's not as big of a part of it as you think. And I know it sounds crazy. You have to be able to work. You have to learn your craft. You have to be studying acting so that you know what the industry is. But you can learn all the, how to, position your face correctly for camera, how to talk to camera, how to, to act, and in some instances sing better. But the most important thing is, are you willing to show up audition after audition after audition? Not just for 2 months, for a year.
Years, yes. Right. A year is like no time to get going as an actor. So basically, in my experience, which is a lot,
right?
20 years, more than 20 years, let's see.
18 years.
24 years since I worked my first professional acting job. And we've known a lot of actors.
Right.
And the ones who just keep at it. Not, when I say keep at it, I mean more than just not quitting.
Right.
I mean keep trying to find the next piece of the puzzle.
Right.
Is it a huge burden on the actor? Of course. Yeah. But you're the one who wants it. Right. And that's what I think it is. For me, the it is desire. Do you want it?
Right.
Because the desire is what's going to make you keep showing up.
I want you to share that story that you were sharing with me, about Billy Bob when he was, I think, like 30 something, and was
I
really
may not
struggling.
remember the details now. But, so when I was in my 20s, I made a movie, a Miramax film with a wonderful cast, and that cast included Billy Bob Thornton, and his stories were really inspiring to me. I may not have all the details right, so Billy, if you ever see this, sorry if I get anything wrong.
Sorry!
But he was a grown man. He was not, an 18-year-old kid or even a 24-year-old kid when he moved to Hollywood. He was a grown man, probably like early 30s or something, I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, he got a job at a pizza place.
That's desire, dude. Yeah. Grown man going like, I'm going to work at a pizza place in LA so I can be here and do my stuff.
Living in a tiny, not very impressive, not a kind of apartment that you can invite friends over to because it's like, nobody can see this. But he and his writing partner shared this tiny apartment, and so... Shared, yes. And they would work together. I believe it was at night they would write. And they would just write. Back then we didn't have computers. When I say we, actually you and I were little. If born, yeah. I think we were born. Yeah, we were born. But we were like in elementary school when this was going on. Anyway, yes, so then Billy would go work at the pizza place so that they could buy some food, and pay the rent, while his writing partner typed it all up, what they'd written on scratch pads, overnight.
Right. Do you remember that, like, whiteout? Remember that stuff?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, man. We all know what that is. That's some dedication right
That
there.
is some dedication, though. And, I mean, it's not a fun way to live, but you have to know what you want and why you want it and go for it. And, it's not... So when you hear this, don't think we're telling you, get a job at a pizza place and write all night.
Right.
Because that may not be your goal to create shows or to write movies. Right? But that's the level of sacrifice and discomfort that we're talking about.
But you have to think about the reward that comes at the end of that.
Right.
It's like, now he, probably does $10, $20, $30 million a project. And a lot of times I ask myself, it's like, if I had to go through all the stuff that we went through to be aware, I was like, would I do that all day, every day? Would he have, like, wanted to go through the living in an apartment and sharing a room and working for a pizza shop to have what he has right now? He'd probably say, I would do it all day, every day. So, having it is, to wrap this up for our video podcast, also, which will also be coming out. Oh, we have a podcast that you can listen to too. So you listen to podcasts as well. So, anyways, wrap it up. Having it is, in my opinion, a combination showing up over and over and over and over again, and having
the desire.
There it is. Episode 1. That was fire. I still smell the new video smell. It's so nice. All right, you guys. Well, there it is for right now. If you have any questions or you have any comments or you kind of want to connect with us, contact us at info@coloradoschoolofacting.com. I'll put a little thing down here and in the show notes. info@coloradoschoolofacting.com. Send us your questions. Maybe we'll be able to address it on what is Saturday called again? Something like Question Saturday. Anyways, we answer questions in one of these episodes that are coming up. And
on Saturdays. Questions.
And so if you send it over, we can answer your questions on Saturday. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for watching our show or listening to our podcast, wherever you are out there or wherever you're listening to us or watching us.
We love you. Thank you.
So we've been receiving a lot of requests on how to study at the school. So we've heard your requests. We are going to honor your requests.
We are going to make it possible for you, wherever you live, to participate in our program, to participate in our school. What?
How we do that?
How? Well,
how we do that?